Hey, welcome back to Ride and Drive. Hey, today, just real quick, I wanted to show you why my converter is not horizontal like a lot of Series 30s. You'll see that's it's more straight across. Mine kind of goes at an angle here, and I wanted to show you why I did that. You may or may not find of interest, but it was one of the benefits of moving my engine over that I talked about earlier, so this converter wouldn't stick out quite as far. So I already taken the bolts out of this. I'm kind of cheating here, but really what it is it's kind of hard to see on this camera because it's a little bit fishy eye, but this converter jack shaft, which is the sprockets right behind it, is real close to in line with this pivot point of the swing arm, which then follows all the way back. So what you have there then is very little chain tension change throughout that 2 or 3 inch, whatever your rear suspension might be. And that little tensioner I got on here more than takes up that slack. So that was kind of the reason I did that. When I first originally put this on, I kept it horizontal. I kept this horizontal before I made different holes here in the engine plate here, this big plate. And before I dropped it down, well, that put it about 1.5 inches higher than this point. Well, as soon as my suspension started traveling in the rear, the chain got stupid loose. And yeah, I kept throwing the chain off. So this was one of my solutions for that. And then I also wanted to show you I got the cover off how I tucked this behind this frame right here, which connects to the swing arm. And how I did that. I didn't know if you guys would find that of interest or not. So basically, let me take this off. And I kind of take these both off at once. I'm not going to be able to do this when I'm holding this camera here, but let me take this off real quick. There we go. All right. So what I did was I took a big chunk out of this 9-pound rear back plate. By the way, that weighs 9 pounds. This weighs 6, and this driven weighs 5. So I got 20 pounds hanging on this side. But this 9-pound plate is pretty heavy, 1/4 inch. And anyway, I took a little bite of it out there to clear my engine mount frame. I could have redone all this. I didn't want to cut all that out. But I did take half of this hollow tube, and I whacked it out with a cutoff grinder, and then I refilled that back in with solid steel. I got some steel bar in there, round stock, and then I welded all that in real good, so it's real solid. And I think it's going to be okay. I know it looks real thin, but that's way more steel than what's up here in these hollows. And this is within about 1/8 of an inch, 3/16 of this driven pulley when it's assembled. So if it flexes or moves any, I'm going to know it right away. But I also wanted to share, I'm running a 10-2 sprocket in the front. And I went up to a 50 in the back because this 8-horse 301 has quite a bit of torque, and it can handle it real well. So that's kind of what I did. I don't know if you guys got any questions. Feel free to ask. If I know the answer, I'll let you know. Again, my driver clutch, I put the red springs in. Those engage at 2,000, which is about right, I think. For the Mini, they were engaging a little bit early before, right around 1,500, 1,600. Well, I don't know. It just seemed a little choky at real low end going up a hill. So this is working a lot better. It gets up to about 2,500 or so when I'm actually moving along, 2,700. Well, the power brand on a 301 is 2,500 at like 15 pounds of foot torque, so that works out just about right. But one thing real quick before I let you go, I wanted to share with you over here on the bench is this yellow spring. Most of you know about this yellow spring, and this is the reverse spring, and this is what you need when you're driving this pulley outbound, and that's irregardless of that driver clutch, whether it's inbound or outbound. It doesn't make any difference. But for this, you need the yellow spring. Well, guess what? At least at OMB, when you buy that kit, what mine came with a red spring, and I thought, oh, that's the wound the other direction. Well, no, it's not. Believe it or not, this spring is round the exact same direction as this. And I talked to customer service there, and they concurred that this was the correct spring as well. But it's just red, it's not yellow. So you might double check that when you get one. It might already have the right spring in it. So really I got two reverse springs right now, but what I discovered was the yellow spring from Comet is a lot softer than this firmer red spring that came with the kit. And what this does, it gives you a quicker ratio change when you're taking off. So it's going to go to high range a little quicker. There's going to be less torque, and your RPMs are going to lower down a lot quicker than if you keep the red one in there. I've tried the yellow one. I haven't decided yet. When I get on it pretty good, it's going up and shifting full range at about 3,100, 3,200, and then of course my engine takes it up from there. But I'm going to try this to see if I can get any more climb rate out of it. I'd like to be up there right around the 3,600 range, which is about maximum for a stock engine, and see how that goes on my my acceleration. I have a feeling it's going to work out a little bit better. So I'm going to switch these around, and I may let you guys know what happens with that. So anyway, thanks a lot. That's really all I got with the 301 with the 40 series torque converter. So thanks again for watching.